Hello, everybody. It's Justin. It is true. Alright. And hello, Twitch. And all other folks out there on the interwebs. Welcome, dogs, chickens, cats, birds, and felines. Okay, let's go ahead and send the message out to the good people in the game. Hashtag Black Simulator. Hashtag love. Hashtag game devs. And hashtag tacos. That's fine. Hashtag Black Game Devs. Okay. That's all that. And me talking about my hashtagging my Black Game Devs for my black privilege. Black privilege, activate! Oh man. Okay, so go ahead and do this too. Go. And we'll do it to my group also. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get this party started in here. Go ahead and get these tunes going. If no one drops in. But as long as I never freeze, you'll be all right. I said I never freeze. Okay. So. Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna be taking some screenshots so that I can, post them up where they need to be on Steam. So I got my Steam tax stuff returned and everything. So that's good. Just need to pay for the other thing, and then after that I can start sending out review copies and things like that, now, granted I should have already done that for a traditional release, but this is not going to be a traditional release. It may be a slow burn, I'm not quite sure, but we'll see what happens, I don't want to discount what God can do with this situation also. At this point in time, I truly believe that it is more important that I release this game than for me to make it like, I don't know. Obviously, you want them functioning and as good as it can get. Obviously, you want that. But as far as like trying to make it like, I wouldn't say perfect, but trying to make it, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like perfection is one thing, you know, and then there's like making it perfect for what it is that you are trying to apply it to or whatever. And it's just important that I release it now rather than, you know, delay again and delay again and delay again, because, you know, like, me releasing something has been a fear of mine. So, because I don't know what people are going to say, you know, I don't know what people are going to think, especially with something like this, good God. So, it's actually better that I release it. And the thing is that for you guys, you've been through this world with me before in terms of, you know, saying I'm going to release the thing, you know, and then it's not released, and going through this kind of back and forth over and over again. I don't want that to be, I don't want you guys to sit there and think that I'm just going to be like doing this my entire career. Like, you guys need to see me actually release something. Like, you need to see that. You need to see me actually release something, and you need to see that it's at least competent and at least good. You at least need to see that. You know, it doesn't need to be
Negro Sense Tingles.
The most perfect thing that's ever been in existence and everything, you know, because I have a tendency to, cause that's my defense mechanism. My defense mechanism is to turn away. My defense mechanism is to like make it so perfect that no one can say anything against it, you know. But again, that is not, that's fear. It has nothing to do with excellence. It has everything to do with fear. And there's a fine line between excellence and fear. So excellence is where, you know, you're putting your whole heart into something, you know, and you've done truly the best you can, and you've laid it all out for yourself, you know, and that's something that you can live with as a person, you know. But doing it in fear is trying to make it so good that no one can say anything bad about you. Because if someone just says something bad about you, you know, you just fall apart, you know, because you're made of glass and toothpicks. That's a big difference between, you know, working in excellence and working in fear. I think I've been working in fear for a very, very long time, and I'm just retiring from the fear, you know? Like, I've got to stop. I've got to stop, you know, trying to, you know, in the name of perfection, trying to delaying this, delaying that, you know. I just got to stop, you know. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. See, I want to get a nice shot at the pastor. There we go. Right. What the heck is this? Oh yeah, that stupid thing. But that's why I'm releasing it, it is for you guys to see that, you know, I can actually finish something, you know, and release it. That's the more important thing, because some of you guys are like, my Patreon supporters, some of you guys are, you know, like avid supporters of me, and I need to actually, you know, make good and actually release something, because I don't want to be, because I have delayed this game since like July of last year. This was supposed to be a 3-month project. It is almost a year later. Now, should I be mad at that? No. But I think that that does matter, though. You know? But further back than that is what was happening, what's been happening with my first game, release. You know, I mean, I know that people understand that, you know, hey, this is on hiatus right now for, you know, copious amounts of reasons, really. But again, that's a game that's on the shelf right now. But you guys need to see that I can do that, and also you need to get my experience on how to do this. You know, it's very, very important. So, I'm just confronting myself by actually releasing the doggone thing, even if it's not, even if I'm not, and I am pretty satisfied with it. I'm actually very satisfied with it, and a lot of people may say that, you know, Justin, you should have done this, and this, and at the end of the day, it needs to be the project in which I'm feel led that it's going, and feel that it's going to actually be helpful to people. Because it's amazing how everybody has had an opinion about how this game should be made and what needs to be done and all of that stuff. Like, everybody has had an opinion about that. And I'm not mad at that. It's just kind of like, okay, at a certain point in time, you know, I kind of need to stop and check to make sure, you know, the vision that, you know, I'm trying to put out is actually being put out versus the vision that people think it should be. Cause, you know, like I've had ideas, like people have told me ideas about, you can be this, can be that. You know, I'm not trying to make this game this huge thing. I'm trying to make it just like something to bring in some revenue. You know, something that can educate and laugh at and kind of cry over a little bit too. You know, but something. But not a huge sprawling epic by any means. Good grief. No. I'm trying to make something where it's contained and is rich in things happening differently every time that you play. Or almost every time that you play. Has a very linear path, but just a lot of things you can experiment with and play with and things like that, you know. Which is why I've been spending all this time, you know, refining this thing and really trying to like no, I'm fine. But really trying to make it to where it's just different and unique when you play, and it be my own experience, you know? Nathan Blair, what's going on, homie? Yeah, man, I was just saying that, if you just tuned in, I was just saying that I'm releasing for you guys, I'm releasing for myself, because I was saying there's a fine line between, like, excellence and fear. So excellence, so sometimes you can be trying to do something in an excellent way so that, you know, you don't get any criticism, and that's fear to criticism, that's fear. You know, or you can do something to where you left it all on the table, you know, and you're satisfied with it, even if it's not the game that, you know, people think that it should be or whatever else, you know. At this point, so the reason why this thing got delayed for so long is that I was like, oh my gosh, you guys really like this thing. So I was trying to make it perfect and perfect and perfect and perfect and perfect, you know, because I'm adding features and adding features and adding features to it, you know. And so I wouldn't get criticism rather than me actually just releasing the game. Like, you guys need to see me release this thing, and then you need to see me actually, you know, put my experience, my post-mortems, you know, for you guys to actually, you know, be like, hey, this is what my experience was like. Like, you guys need that more than you need, like, this perfect game. Because those don't exist. So hopefully that makes sense, Nathan. Nathaniel? Let's see. I am exhausted right now. Well, not exhausted. I'm not gonna speak that over myself. I'm full of energy and ready to go for more. How about that? Ooh, what are you working on now? And oh yeah, guys, I have added some new features to it. So you're gonna see these gold coins, kind of sprawled out over the game. So I have decided to add, effectively, truly, I've decided to add white and black privilege to the game. So you get these coins. Your coin, you get something called a legacy coin. Your legacy coin is where, you know, you collect enough of them and you can then receive a save spot. So all you gotta do is hit the page up button and you'll be able to save your game. So that's legacy, but you have to collect enough coins for that to happen. Then there's black privilege, I'm putting these in quotes, which is the fairness coin. The fairness coin assumes that, you know, you're not going to be able to get through it on your own, so therefore you need a little bit of help, so therefore it just takes you right towards the end of the game. So, and then it gets very, very abstract from there. So, that's slightly more offensive than I was really to go for a little bit, but that's just my experience with it, you know. This whole game is like my experience, you know. Because when I was in school, you know, I would see it seemed as though I got an easier pass on certain things because I was black, because I wasn't capable enough to do this or that, you know. I never had to work as hard for certain scholarships that they had for ones that were specifically Afro-American. That's not the case in all cases, obviously, you know. And there is black excellence and there is things like that, you know. But I don't know, man. Like, that's just been my experience with some of that stuff, dude. It's been kind of crazy. And I don't like that. But somebody may agree with that and say that, you know, no, because we've been screwed over so bad, you know what I'm saying? It is right to make that thing fair and balanced, you know? I'm not trying to make a grand objective statement with that, you know? It just kind of is what it is, you know? And that's kind of where I'm leaving it at, is it is what it is. You know, if that bugs you or whatever, you know, there is a, that's fine. You know, it can bug you. If it doesn't, it makes sense to you. Okay, cool. You know, it's kind of, again, sharing my own experience. That's pretty much it. What up, homie? Okay. And you're working on your... Oh, yeah, the multiplayer world. Yes. 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 Football. World football. Thing like when you're releasing on Steam, that everything has to be a certain dimension or whatever. So I'm just trying to make sure all those dimensions are accurate. I'll be making my trailer for the game probably tonight. That'll be a lot of fun. But I need to make it like really funny. I don't know. That's hard to do for me. It's hard for me to be like really funny on purpose. So I can be funny, just, you know. I just now noticed grandmama's slippers. Look at these slippers right here. Oh my god. I just forgot completely about that. That does make me chuckle. Listen. So, but I need to make it really funny so I can so I can get as much attention from that and make it shareable. So if you make a nice shareable ad, that's what you want. It's kind of like how people know about the Squatty Potty, because the commercial they did for Squatty Potty was effing hilarious. So I'm going to be marketing it in such a way that it's going to be effing hilarious, or to attempt to make it effing hilarious, and then that way I can go ahead and make the things happen. Like, the time is just right. Oh, I didn't time it right. I got it. Okay. And Nathan, I'm gonna need all your guys' help a lot with this in terms of getting this stuff out, because I never had a full release before, so the inexperience of this is gonna be pretty dramatic for me. So I almost goofed up the launch already with because I didn't know about the tax stuff that I had to do with Steam. But that came back in time, so you know, that's all good. I think it's running very well today. Awesome. That makes me happy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I heard that iOS is just awful, so I'm going to release on Android first because it's gonna be a lot easier. I'm just gonna have to work my way from there. Yeah, that I've heard nothing but bad things about that. I talked to Doug Moses about that one time. He was in the Discord that we have, and like, I don't know, man, like I was like, man, I don't want to go through that crap. So I'm trying to figure out how to actually do that online. I found a pretty good tutorial, but basically with RPG Maker MV, you can just like export the assets or whatever, you know, for your APK, and create from there. But it's not very user friendly, so I might need some help with that. iOS, I just don't even want to think about right now, but I gotta think about it. But the main thing is that I need a viral ad is what I actually really need, or a few viral ads. I'm just not quite sure how to do that quite yet. It might be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun, actually. Let's go to the boot storage, which has nothing to do with Foot Locker. Nothing at all. Put some funny things in here. Okay, I think that might be enough screenshots for now. Whew. And some of these Negroes don't have shadows for some reason. I don't know why that is. Not like the hedgehog, but, you know, actual shadows. Maybe I spelled shadows wrong or something. I don't know. Yeah. And actually, no, it's because he's on a black background and the shadow's black. That's why. Duh. So I think that's why. I don't know. It's confusing me. Okay, so I'm going to look at... Okay, I need to go back over this script right here with Kira. Because this is no longer true. I just now noticed this. This is no longer true amongst colored people. So I had a friend, and she likes anime, and she's colored. And she would date these guys, and they would kind of be like, why do you want to look at that? You know, that's white people stuff, you know, or like, because she loved anime, she was basically an otaku, she, you know, she wanted to go to Japan, you know, basically just a total flippin' nerd. And she would get this flack from people, you know, and I was like, that's kind of sad. Now, I was kind of sharing her story with this character right here, but I don't know if that is still true and relevant today because of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z effed everything up. Black people love Dragon Ball Z. Black people will have Dragon Ball Z's babies right now. They love Dragon Ball Z. So that's how, like, anime, you know. As a matter of fact, somebody had a joke. They said this. Just walk into a room full of black people and just be like, Dragon Ball Z. And to see what happens. She said just watch him get hyped. Which I thought was hilarious. Because it's true. So next time, if you're in a room full of black people, just be like, Dragon Ball Z. And just watch everyone get hyped. Go to the Black Caucus and just be like, Dragon Ball Z. Be like, now my grandson watches that now. Just do it. So, anyway, but I don't think that is really, like I said, I think that the culture has shifted a lot now to where we have a lot of black otakus now. A lot of them. So, so I think everything's all good now. Legit. So that's not going to be really her story like that. Now we have Aaron right here. I'll kind of change all three of them. So make sure I change all three of them. Let me add a comment right here. Pages. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play some more tunes. Okay, like the old version of my boyfriend. Don't know it's your Sailor Moon bracelet when I first saw you. That's perfect. Her Sailor Moon bracelet is right there, which is dope. Totally down with that. Okay. She could probably say something on the lines of, because what it sounds like right now, like, okay, so she says this, right? She says this line of, you know, you're the first one who hasn't said that that's some white stuff, or that's weird in a long time. Wait, am I gonna watch me work? I don't think I started it yet. Oh no. No, I'm good. 3:32 already? Gosh. She is forever they. Yep, this is MV. Probably animate and yeah, like with RPG Maker, I can't do anything with I'll turn 3D models into sprites. Yeah, I think that's a better move. I want to get into that eventually, because you saw how like the new Guilty Gear games and everything they basically have Donkey Kong Country'd, you know, their game, and then they have oh, I'm talking to him like I can talk to him, but I can't. That's what I forgot. But this person right here is talking about he's meaning to get into Dragon to Sorry, I'm gonna stop talking now. Okay. Well, that asking me, okay, kids too. That's me out. What happened to my comment? Well, it just kind of vanished. Let's see. But anyway, sorry. I was, someone pinged me on my Watch Me Work, network. Hello, Twitch people as well. That almost sounds like an insult, doesn't it? Hello, Twitch people. Some guys in the corner, like, Tweak from South Park. So don't make fun of him. He can't help his Twitch. But what I was trying to say was that it looks like she's surrounded by a bunch of militants all the time. So, you know, yeah, I get called white a lot at school, you know. So I got called white a lot at school because, you know, They knew nothing about me other than the way that I spoke. That was pretty much it. So I was white. From both sides. Great. It was so frustrating. Everyone criticized you not falling into your stereotype. Actually, a better line would be get woke. There we go. Okay, but this is the problem line right here. Let's go with, how about, we're gonna go with, sorry for all the silence, I having to think here. I'm getting a little bit sleepy too. I was out working at my mom's garage, which is so much fun. There's not that much stuff in it at all. Not at all. I just love working in that garage. Next to the Lamborghini. It's amazing. Okay, it's not. I was working out there, so I'm kind of like, ugh. Just recently, like I literally got back and like hit the button to stream. So I'm kind of like, ugh. The first one that just said that. So let's edit this one. Okay, this is a better sentence right here. So it went from, there we go. So I went from, you're the first one that hasn't said that's some white stuff or that's weird in a long time, or start asking me how many kids I got. I need to put that back in there. So I went from that to, oh, so you notice, this is I'm talking about the Sailor Moon thing. Oh, so you notice, that's cool. Depending on who you talk to, I get called strange a lot. Depending on who I talk to, I get called strange a lot. I just like what I like. The worst is when I get called white because of what I enjoy. Worse than that is when there we go. That's better. I thought that was the butt cheeks. um, yeah, man, like I can't. Sorry. There we go. Whoops. Depending on who you talk. No, depending on who you talk to, I get. Yeah. How about depending on who I talk to? Now this is more my wife's testimony, and even girls that I know to this day, like black women who like anime and stuff seem to get a lot more funny looks than the black men who do that in a certain age range. They get a lot weirder looks. And I have to admit too, like when I figured out that my wife was an anime fan and a nerd and everything, you know, I was like, I didn't think that she existed. Right? Like, I didn't think that there'd be, like, a smoking hot black girl, you know, who like anime like that. I was not ready. And yet, they exist. Unicorns exist, people. They exist! Oh man, I hate when people get like hosed by the process, man. That sucks. Send him a frowny face. We'll put a slight pause right here. Okay, there we go. I think that gets at the matter a little bit more. Okay, this is directly when it says that, yeah, I got called white a lot in school too. Of course, only because of how I sounded. I'll say this. Pretty much for the same reasons. Speaking in so this is a testimony from myself and my wife. We had parents, grandparents that would look at speaking in a certain kind of slang as inviting some foolishness in that they weren't really fond of. So therefore, you know, if we're speaking any kind of slang or whatever, then like, stop that. You say that properly right now. You know, it was like a fear for some parents. You know, it's like don't come home talking all that stuff. You know, they weren't having it. So I want to kind of bring this into the equation as well. Of course, she called it. Okay, that's that. Go. Okay, so basically I need to take everything in label C and almost everything in label C. Bam, and then bam. Oh, whoops. Keep thinking it's... Can I pop this thing out? No. Wish I could. I don't think I see Radiant Rain on here. I see David here. I don't see the other person. Okay. Yeah, basically it's just some script things right now, and that's pretty much it. This thing's pretty solid right now. It wasn't yesterday, good lord. Thing broke on me all the time. I was agitated. I was like, should night. I might go ahead and change this border around here too. It looks pretty boring, so I might change it to gold and black. Panther. Ho! Harambe! I would love for Black Panther to just scream out Harambe! That'd be amazing. Okay, so we're gonna do a run through the game just to see how things behave. Oh, behave. Okay. So you pick up enough G's, a special item may appear. Pick up even more, and another special item may appear. Yay! How you doing? What's good? Some consequence today. Actually, Nathan, or Nathaniel, here's a real question. I definitely want to sell the soundtrack to go alongside with it. People apparently like my music a whole lot, so I want to give them the chance to enjoy it. But I don't know if because the game will cost like $1, right? But I don't know whether or not the soundtrack should cost more than the game because the game's just $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems kind of weird to sell a game, you know, for $1, then sell the soundtrack for like, you know, 5 or 10 or whatever it is that may be. Or then again, they'll have put enough music on there to give it value. I don't know, dude. I don't even know. Hey. Ooh, think too. Okay, well, I was asking about whether or not I should sell the soundtrack. This game's gonna be like $1, because it's so short. It's a little mini game, so it's very, very short. It's just packed with a lot of stuff in it, but it's still a mini game at the end of the day. So I just want to sell it for like $1, maybe $2. But the soundtrack I also wanted to sell too, because people seem to really enjoy the music. So it's kind of weird for me to sell the soundtrack more than the actual game itself. I don't know how I feel about that. What are you thinking? I don't know why my computer's tripping right now. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, now then, you can see this guy in the top corner up here. He's kind of watching me now, so I thought it'd be a nice touch. The hills have eyes. Now I'm going to reveal something to you guys that you have not seen before, and then I'm just going to end the game on that note. So you saw where I was collecting these coins, then this coin magically appeared, right? So then what happens when we collect this coin? Actually, here we go. On Steam, I think you should go something like $249 for the game, and then go in the bundle with soundtrack, art, and some other cool commentary. Oh, so I can add value to it that way. Okay. I've never done a game commentary before. Well, I guess I'm kind of doing one right now. But is there like a game commentary you can like direct me towards, or direct me towards a game that has done it well? Because frankly, I'm not on Steam a whole lot, like almost ever. I've only gotten Steam for like Sprite Maker, and there was a weird game from the Netherlands, I think, I forgot what it was even called, but I'm like rarely on there. So I'm sorry for Steam people out there. I support when I do, but I'm usually a console gamer for the most part. So therefore I don't go on PC gaming too much almost at all. You have to tell me more about these things because I'm not quite sure what to do. Let me go ahead and do this real quick too. I'm at it. Okay. So here is the fairness coin. Okay. Here we go. Trippy. So what will I do? Yes or no? That is completely up to you. All right. All right, guys. That's gonna be my time for this time around, unless Nathaniel kicks back in. I keep on calling you Nathaniel because that's how old black people say Nathan. It's never Nathan. It's always Nathaniel, and it's always Nathaniel. I don't know why that is. That's the thing. That could be this. I don't know. I don't know if people from this, all people from the South say that, or this old black people from the South say that. I don't know, dude. But it's always Nathaniel. Oh man. It was kind of funny. Like I was watching Saturday Night Live, and they were talking about they had Tom Hanks on there. He was playing the guy named like Bob or something like that, and or Earl or something like that. I forgot what the guy's name was, but he was basically just like, you know, this redneck, you know, and like and he was on Black Jeopardy, and they're like, "Are you sure you want to be on Black Jeopardy?" He was like, "So I heard I can win some money, so let me go ahead and win me some money. Come on." And so the guy is getting all these questions right in Black Jeopardy because, like, it's apparently rednecks and black people kind of think the exact same way, because he's kind of like, you know, but watch it on YouTube. It's absolutely hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. You know, all the paranoia from the government and all of the, yeah, there's just little nuances in there that I thought was absolutely brilliant and hilarious. And I kind of began to think about, it's kind of like, you know what, maybe we do have a lot in common. So I don't know if rednecks, you know, were like, Nathaniel? I have no idea. Of course, I live in Kentucky, so I'm surrounded by a lot of that, which I'm not mad at. I'm only mad at, like, you know, contentious people. You can be a non-confrontational redneck, you know, and a lot of times I get along with rednecks just fine. I really do. And some of them are absolutely hilarious too. I see a lot of rednecks are absolutely hilarious, you know. I just don't like all the whole, I just not into the extracurricular activities, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go mudding. I don't want to go mudding. Too much mud. I'm going to stop. All right, guys. Let me see what Nathan's saying. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Thank you, Nathan, for joining me for the last stream of the Black Simulations. So, cause this time next week it'll be already out. Let me see here. Yeah, Monday you'll be out. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That makes me nervous. But again, I'm releasing it because it does make me nervous. So I need to stop delaying things because I'm afraid. Cause like I said, I ain't gonna front. I'm afraid, you know. But I'm far less afraid than I was when I started this whole thing. Far less afraid. Now I'm kind of like, whatever. Because this isn't just like, you know, a game, you know what I'm saying? This is a game with social commentary on some deeper level stuff that the whole country's kind of struggling with right now. And I want it to be seen. So therefore, you know, like, that's something to kind of be nervous about because, you know, all the accusation and things like that, man, it's just going to be crazy. So, but I'm not speaking that. I'm speaking life over this thing, and that will bring understanding rather than, you know, more conflict. So, and that's really why I want it to accomplish. I want it to accomplish understanding about what it's like to be black from both sides, you know. I really want just people to understand that. That's all that I really want. So, stream party. Oh yeah, I could do a stream launch party. Yeah, Nathan, I need to get with you because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, love you guys very much. I will smoke with you in the next one. For my people on Twitch, I said, I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty legit. That is the tongues of the kingdom of God in my native language. Stop. Probably not. And thanks for joining me on Watch Me Work or Watch Me Twerk Network. You guys are awesome as well. And shout out to Dungeon Pooj or Pug. That's hilarious. Let's say signing out. It's been great, guys. And a heart. Because I'm man enough to send hearts to other people. Doggone it. Alright, guys. Love y'all and smoke with y'all later. See you next week for the launch party.